there's been a lot of talk around this new NAR settlement.
Yes.
And
Yes.
without stepping in it like I tend to do, I do want to bring it into this topic because I think it's important. I
Yeah.
think one
Super.
thing, many things are going to come out of the settlement. I'm not going to go into that, but a couple of things that are going to come out of this, in my opinion, is that real estate agents are going to have to do more to market and to sell themselves and to present to clients the value that they give for what that client is going to be paying them to help them with their real estate transaction.
Absolutely. So, the settlement, let's just call it the settlement. That sounds,
Okay.
doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So with the settlement, so you've got everybody's scared. Let me just start with that. I feel like there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of unknown. When something's been the same for so long, change is inevitably going to bring up feelings of confusion and what am I going to do? And things are going to change. How am I going to do this? Which is super normal. It's normal. It happens when there's a big change. So you can either look at it as a negative of, oh no, what am I going to do? Or you can embrace it and think, what an amazing opportunity right now in time that things have changed a little bit from the way it was done before. There is new awareness to kind of a new way of doing it. And I'm not saying agents haven't been doing it this way for a long time. We're kind of lucky here in the state of Maine that we had some things in place, so we're not seeing major changes, but there is a change in the atmosphere. And so, what an amazing time to take the opportunity to, like you said, show your value. How do I show my value? Sit down and take a look at yourself and say, why would I hire me? And how do I, once you have that list, how do I show that to the consumer of the value that I bring? I may be an agent for 30 years and now there's this big change. How am I going to embrace this and be part of it and continue on in my journey of being an agent? And we're just talking about real estate here. Obviously, this isn't across the board for all industries. But how do you do that? And so I think this is a great opportunity for everybody to sit down, take 3 hours of your day when you don't have a lot going on, sit down and start to think, what do I want myself to look like? Why do I want someone to choose me? Do I want them to choose me because I am sticking with what I've done and I'm going to continue to advise the way I've advised people in the past? And I think that this is the best way, and here's why. Or are you going to take the option of, hey, we're in the Wild West right now. Things are not as black and white as they might have been 6 months ago. And so these are some options that may not have been thought of before that are now presenting themselves. And this is why I think you should do it this way. And how do you convey that to turn it into clients? It goes to that personal branding. How are you going to sell yourself? Is it going to be through video? Is it going to be through reaching out to people the old-fashioned way? Is it sending a letter? Is it networking? Not necessarily within your industry, but networking in other groups to get the message out there. I don't know how many times I've been out and about and someone said, "What's this whole NAR thing?" And that's your opportunity. It's a great opportunity to explain what's happening to the best of your abilities, because I think none of us really know exactly what's happening, but we have a good idea. Explain what it is, explain why it's happening, and explain your view of it. Explain what you think about it, how you plan to navigate it, and people will listen. They're going to be interested by this, and they're going to think of you when they hear someone that says, "Oh, hey, I was thinking about listing my house, but I don't know, I've heard all this stuff on the news and blah, blah, blah. I just had a conversation with so-and-so the other day and they were telling me all about it." It's going to get the knowledge out there and it's going to change the narrative as long as we have a positive mindset and we're not going, "Oh my word, da, da, da." Take the opportunity to be positive, give your stance on it, your position, and people are either going to like it or they're not. But I promise you, you're still going to get business, as long as you're explaining it to people and taking that time.